Eugene the Fit. Check out my website, eugenethefit.com. See the daily tips, get you a program. Follow me at Eugene the Fit. Now let's get it. It is your why, your reason to conduct yourself in a particular fashion or do a certain thing. If you can understand this, it's a tool that you can pull out your kit whenever necessary to combat any negative trigger, anything that take you off course or have you feeling like, what's the point? Or I'm not in the mood today, so I'll just, skip. Because in this instance, we're talking about fitness, although this applies to life. If you know your why, you can tap into that whenever necessary to negate these unbeneficial triggers, then you can have motivation for life. Your long-term motivators are what will sustain you throughout the duration of your endeavor. They're more internal in nature, so they're closer to you, they're more tangible. They're something you can really bank on because they're the sole reasons that this is even going on. Keep within reach the main reasons you're going at this. Is it health? Is it vanity? Just purely aesthetics? Is it your job? Is it a challenge? Is it you want more confidence? Is it you want to work on your mental health, not just physically? Whatever that is, you want to keep it within close contact. You want it close to the door before you walk out the house, or on your bathroom mirror. You want it the background of your phone, somewhere you can see it and remind yourself. But you want to refresh this over time, because if it's always in the same place with the same font or the exact same context, it starts to become background noise. It no longer motivates you. So refresh it. It's like, all right, it's been on the mirror like this for this long. Let's switch it and move it over here to where every time you notice it, and bang, I'm back in it. Bang, I'm back in it. Bang, I'm back in it. You never fall off track because it's always there. It's always reminding you. You keeping it up, because especially if you're the type that you can fall off the wagon a little bit, or you can lose motivation more easily, you got to keep this near. Address your why periodically. You want to keep it in context. So according to my aim, am I conducting myself in the proper manner? Am I on track? Am I abiding by what I set out to help me establish myself and accomplish this why? Adjust this as it changes. You could knock down all those pins and it's time to set up more. And now let's replan my why, or rephrase it. Give it the new description of how it applies to you now, because you already handled it the first time. Have a plan. You gotta have the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. If you have it all set up and you know how you're gonna get it done, then you'll get it done, instead of just flying by the night and seeing, I hope the wind blows me in the right direction. You go in the direction regardless of where the wind is, and then you'll win. Seeing your progress, it's a beautiful thing, knowing that your hard work is paying off. I mean, check out my video, how to track weight loss progress, and give you more insight on that. But tracking your body fat, seeing your progress pictures, measuring, seeing your weight go down on the scale, or if you're trying to build up, seeing your weight go up and your body fat not go up. All these things are motivational, and this is long-term motivation. You're like, yo, what I'm doing is working. Let's get more of that. So track what's going on. It's a big motivator. Right? Work out your schedule and what is going to be most beneficial to you, as far as you'll complete the mission, and you'll complete it in a manner where you're putting your best foot forward, whether it's meal prepping, cooking for that day, cooking for days in the future, or if it's just exercising. Figure out your best time of the day. Is it the morning? Is it at lunch? Is it at night? What is that for you? Everyone's slightly different, so figure that out. Put yourself in a position to succeed. Don't just arbitrarily choose times to do things. Have in mind of what will I most likely stick to, and then over the long haul, you'll get it done more times than not. A sneaky motivator, which is more external but can have internal components, that is being an example for others. Like in my case, it will be for like my little brother or for my daughter, them seeing me go after my dreams or my goals and do it in a strong fashion, in an unrelenting way, to where I'm exhausting all possibilities, is a long-term motivator, because I want them to pick up those traits and be that kind of person. So if you have somebody that's looking at you, especially some young little big eyes, and you want to influence them to be great, then do great things. Because if somebody's watching, that can keep you on track, because you want them to get themselves on track. This is one of my favorite ones, the exercise journal. I have like bookshelves worth of exercise notebooks that I've been doing for over the years, and I can look way back like, dang, that's what I was doing on the military press, and now I know what I'm doing now with much better form, and you can see how you're progressing along. So if you keep up with the exercise journal, and let's say if you are doing squats and you squatted 135 for 10 reps, then you're like, all right, next week I'm gonna try 145 for 10 reps. You knock that out, you're like, the next week I'm gonna beat me again. Let's go for 155 and 10 reps. And then that way you're challenging yourself each time you do the exercise. Like, when I'm able to, with good form and good intensity, I'm gonna try to beat what I did last week. And if I'm not able to, then cool. I'm gonna keep working at it, and eventually I'll beat me. And I got it all written down, and I can look back like, all right, let's beat me some more. That's all motivation, and that's long term. Know thyself, or get to learn thyself. For me, a pre-response to triggers could be, well, it is actually, I keep all sweets out the house. It's probably not such a big deal now, but I used to have a major sweet tooth, and if I have anything in the house that'll tempt me, then who knows how that day will go. Whether it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, even Pop-Tarts. I mean, anything can get it. So I keep all that out of the house. And without that temptation there, it's easier for me to stay on track. So what are your triggers? Is your trigger that after work you can't help but stop at that McDonald's? Well, meal prep food. Have your dinner already ready at the house. And then you're more likely to pass that McDonald's. People like, yo, I already spent all that time cooking food, and all I gotta do is pop it in the microwave. So I'm not even gonna waste my money or my time or my gains. Identify your triggers and have a pre-response to it. Even if you guys sit down and make a plan of, all right, I know that's gonna get me if it comes up, so how can I prevent it? Okay, this is what I can do to prevent it, and then I don't have to worry about it. Psych yourself up to know that along this journey, I'm gonna mess up. Somewhere you will mess up, and that's cool. It's all ingrained in the process. What you have to gather is the ability to push through that, to understand. It's like, all right, I messed up. All right, we back. Let's get it again. Let's do even better going forward. Or I hit a bump in the road. Let's fix the wheel, let's straighten up. Let's get back on track. And don't let a little mishap force you to just say forget it. Don't let it push you and you just sit down and don't stand up anymore. You got to stay in your ground, whether mishaps happen or not, because it's a long game. Be ready for the long haul. Set small goals. Small goals that apply to your larger goal. Since that one's down the road, you need little mile markers to say, okay, I'm 1 mile closer. I can look back 2 miles. I see that 3, 4, 5, all the way till you get there. So if your goal is you want to put on more muscle and gain weight, then a small goal along that route is to increase my bench press by 20 pounds. When you are building muscle to gain weight, then you're going to get stronger as well. So me working to increase my bench press along the route to having the body I want, then that's a small goal that's en route to my big goal, and that motivates me to go hard in the gym, because every day I'm not going to put on weight. It's a process. So figure out small goals that apply to what your endeavor is. Utilize short-term motivators as they apply. They are usually external and more fleeting in nature, but they do have a place and can be beneficial from time to time. Music. Now these are one of my favorites. Keep you a good playlist, or create one over time of good jams that kind of get the blood going, get you hyped up, have you in the gym like some music you really like, some stuff that makes you want to work out and help you increase your intensity, because that can really do it for you on the days where you motivate yourself enough to get to the gym, but you don't have it to really push through. Now, this won't work every time, but it can work a lot. Try pre-workout. NutriBio has a good pre-workout, which is called Pre. That's what I use. I'll attach the code here. Over time, pre-workout won't give you that adrenaline effect where you get hyped up from the caffeine, but it does have properties that are beneficial over time aside from that. So you won't be able to rely forever on pre-workout, but it will help for an amount of time, which is why I put it in the short term. While using the pre-workout, be careful with your caffeine intake overall. So if you still drink coffee or a lot of teas, then I'll suggest curving those to make the pre-workout more effective, and so it doesn't affect your sleep and stress levels, because too much caffeine over time is a no-go. Motivational videos like on YouTube or Instagram, where you hear the slow rumbling, gradually building up music with a guy in a stimulating voice that gets you like, yeah, where you feel like you'll run through a wall, where you have all these encouraging words. These videos will help, but mostly in the moment. So if you watch one of these videos and you get motivated, you got to go handle business right then and there, because a couple hours later you like, man, forget that video. So it can be beneficial, but you got to handle business right away. Create interesting scenarios. Make it fun for yourself. There'll be times where you can tweak the situation and re-stimulate your brain and make you want to go at it harder. You won't always be able to do this, which is why I put it in the short term. But there are times that you can re-motivate yourself just by making a slight adjustment. Create competition, whether it's real or imaginary. That can be, there's somebody in a similar situation as you and they're going at it and you want to beat them. And it doesn't have to be in a negative way. It could be in a motivational way where you like, I got to go harder than her, or I got to go harder than him. So I'm getting this done. Now, this is an external motivator, because you shouldn't be intrinsically driven by what somebody else is doing. You should stay in your own lane. But if you can channel this in a positive fashion, like, yeah, I want to beat them because it's going to help me be better. And I hope they keep going at it too. But I'm going to go at it a little harder. Then use that. Like, this could be in the form of you looking at other people on Instagram. Like, this could be a positive effect of social media. Or it can be you in the gym and you see somebody else, they're going hard. She's like, all right, let me go harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go in the gym, I'm crazy. I go in the gym sometimes and I'll count the number of people that can motivate me. So I'll be like, yeah, him, and I'm like, all right, I'm better than all y'all. And I go at it. Whether I'm better than them or not, in my mind, I'm like, I want to prove it or I want to become that. So it motivates me in the moment. Like they say, let your haters be your motivators. This can't last for too long and it may be slightly unhealthy. But if you can use somebody downplaying what you can do or underappreciating you, dismissing you as fuel to prove them wrong, then use it. You should be more focused on how I can prove to myself that I can make this possible. But if this gets to you, then don't channel it in a way where it breaks you down. You're like, man, why don't they believe in me? Channel it in a way where you're like, all right, you're going to see what it is. And then drive yourself. Small rewards, which could be like comments on your social media, like, oh, look at all the progress you made. You did so good. These little things could push you to do even more, but very short term. And again, you shouldn't be too focused on what other people have to say or what they're doing, but they can be slight motivation for you because you want that affirmation. So remember, motivation is your basis to persist in whatever endeavor it is you're on. There are long-term motivators and there are short-term motivators. Use the short-term strategically and keep the long-term motivators close to the vest because that's what's going to keep you going for the long haul. I appreciate you watching. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe to my channel. Check out my website, eugenethefit.com. You'll see daily tips. You'll get programs. Follow me at Eugene the Fit. And take what I said here and apply it and be great.